Okay, well, good morning, 7th grade. I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to have an extra credit section for the test, okay? Extra credit on the test. So some of you maybe didn't do as well as you'd like, but this is a chance to earn back some points. So there will not be a normal lesson today. I want to let you know that this extra credit will be due on Monday, okay? So you have all weekend to work on it. No normal homework, just this. So if you are happy with your grade and you don't want to work on extra credit, you have today and the rest of the weekend off. So congratulations. But for those of you that do want to earn back some credit, it will be very helpful. So if you did not like your grade, please do this worksheet. So here's where to find it. You click here on the grade link, you come to the teacher pages. And once you're there on the teacher pages, you come down to Math 7, because that's what grade you all are in. You come over here to 430, which says Test Extra Credit. You click right here on the Google Drive link, and it will load the extra credit pages just like it loaded the test. So it's the same type of way to find the files. Once it loads the files, there's 4 of them. So I'm going to walk you through each one. So this first page is on probability. And as you can see, it's a fair spinner, 1 to 8. So what's the probability that you'll get an even number? So you count how many even numbers are between 1 and 8. And then you write what that ratio is. The probability you get a number bigger than 5 or a multiple of 3. And then this one down here is the same thing, right? You have 10 slips of paper. 4 of them have a 1 written on them, 3 have 2s, 2 have 3, and 1 has a 4. And then you do the same thing. What's the probability of drawing those out of that container? So that's the first page. Second page here is similar. It is also probability based. And this one's like the one on the test. So I'm going to go over this here after. So if you're confused on that, please watch the video and I'll explain that. But it's the probability of drawing these different, or pulling these different marbles out of a bag and seeing which one you get. So that's pretty straightforward. Then this one here, the next one is about doing the mean, median, mode, and range, and then a frequency table, which a lot of people did well, but this is very essential for the rest of math that you'll have. So I wanted to do some review on that. And then lastly, we're going to have interpreting this pie graph, okay, over here. So that one was a little less on the test. So I put that one on here so we can get some practice with that. So that's where you find it, and then you just will email me the answers like you did with the test. So again, that will be here on GradeLink right here. You just click this link and you're there. So talking about probability, I'm going to do 1 or 2 of those to help us understand. So this was from the test. One of the questions said a bag contains 2 black pebbles and 10 white pebbles. Okay, so the first thing I always need to know is how many are total. Well, I have 2 and 10, so there are 12 total, and that's very important. So my first question says, what's the probability? So the probability that I draw a black pebble. Okay, well, how many are black? There's only 2 that are black, so I know that's 2. And how many are in the whole bag total? 12. So that's 1 out of 6. Or if I convert that into a decimal, 1 divided by 6 is 0.167. Okay, so I can do it either way, like that. That's pretty straightforward. Now, when it gets a little harder, is what is the probability that I get 2 white without replacement? Okay, without replacement means that I'm going to draw 1, and the next time I'm not going to put it back. So the first time, what's the probability that I draw 1 white one on the first try? Well, there's 10 out of 12, right? That's the first shot. Now the second shot, and I have to multiply these. Without replacement, so now there's only 11 in the bag, okay? And how many of those are white? Well, assuming that I drew a white one on this first one, it means there's only 9 left that are white, okay? So the probability of drawing 2 white pebbles without replacement here, I just multiply across, and I get 90 here out of a big number, which is 132, and then I divide and see what that is as a fraction. So I do 90 divided by 132, and I get the percent of 68%. So my percent that would happen is 68%, okay? Now, one of the things I think on the worksheet there that you'll see is sometimes it uses the word or. So let's say that there were 6 outcomes 6 different outcomes. What's the probability that I would draw one or the other? So let's say it was numbers 1 through 6, and what if I would draw a 1 or a 2? So think about a dice, or a pair of dice, but this time we're just going to have 1. So it has 6 outcomes. What's the probability that I draw a 1 or a 2? And when I see the word or, instead of multiplying, it means that I'm going to add. So I'm going to have, okay, what's the probability of drawing a 1? Well, there's only one spot on the die that has 1, so that's 1 out of 6. There's 6 total. How many spots have a 2? Well, just one spot has a 2, but guess what? I'm combining because I'm saying on one spin, what's the probability that I get one or the other? So I just add, and I get 2 out of 6, which is 1 out of 3. Or if you write this as a decimal and a percent, is 33%. Okay? So there's a little review on how to do some probability. Again, the test is not, this is to help with the test grade, and it's due on Monday. So due on Monday. Key part. And I hope that really helps you with the grades. So enjoy your weekend, and I hope that this really will encourage you as you finish this lesson. I know we've already started the next one, but for those of you that are getting the next section, great, and we'll keep trucking through there as we get to the end of this semester. You guys are doing great, and I missed you. Mr. H is over and out.